rings. Gather together all 12 rings.
No! Please! Corrupted.
Fire Emblem Engage is going to end up being one of my favorite games in the Fire Emblem franchise, and I've only played about 5 hours worth of content. That's right, I'm only at the very beginning of the game, and I'm already confident that Engage will be one of my favorite games this year. I'm going to go over 4 reasons why it will probably be yours too. Hello everyone, my name is Harper and I'm from HarpersTTV, a content creator right here on YouTube. And today I'm going to be telling you guys why I believe Fire Emblem Engage will become one of my favorite video games on the Switch. And that's only with playing 5 hours of the game. Yes, pretty shocking. Now, everything we discussed today is my first impressions of Fire Emblem Engage. And I'm only so far on my playthrough, which you can go see on Twitch. Link down below. So keep that in mind as we proceed, but I will be discussing 4 key points to help support my claim that Engage is going to be a great entry into the Fire Emblem series. Now, first point is, in my opinion, the story of Fire Emblem Engage is fantastic. Now, the story is a simple one. You play a character who is referred to as the Divine Dragon, who awakes after sleeping 1,000 years because the great evil known as the Fell Dragon has woken and is planning to take over the continent. Yep, that simple. Or is it? It wouldn't be a Fire Emblem game with a lot of B and C storylines woven into the main story, and Engage doesn't disappoint. You have the main character of the game who suffers a huge loss early on, and it becomes their motivation to defeat the Fell Dragon. It's not just because it's the right thing to do, so it adds a layer to that character's motivation. And you will know the scene that I'm discussing once you get to it, so no spoilers here, but that scene left me very emotional, and it has stuck with me for the last 24 hours I played it, so very well done scene. Now, the Fire Emblem series is known for their large roster of characters. That's what the players can choose from, and Engage is no exception. You have your core supporters that you meet early on that you will have throughout the journey. You can choose to control them, to use their unique skills and weapons and to use in the battle. This is the arena that I think Engage somewhat nails. There are certain characters that I immediately fell in love with and had made staples of my team. Characters like Vander, Clan, Celine are just a few of the characters that I've encountered so far that are unique in their designs and truly made an impact for me. However, there have been a few characters that I've encountered that really haven't grabbed me in the same way, and I wonder why they would even be added to the game. Characters like Chloe, Lewis, and Bertrand seem very generic at the moment in the story, and it doesn't make me, the player, want to invest my time, and more importantly, energy into improving them, keeping them around. You know, come to think of it, it sounds a lot like the Pokemon catching mechanic from the Pokemon game, so interesting. But my next point is going to be about the overall gameplay of Fire Emblem Engage, but we will get to that in a second. First, I want to take a second to say that if you are enjoying this video, then please feel free to check out my other content if that helps you subscribe to the channel, comment, and like the video to boost those signals for me, and last but certainly not least, I have links down below in the description for all my socials that you should go check out as well. Thank you in advance. Now let's talk about the gameplay of Fire Emblem Engage. In the words of the great Miyamoto, gameplay is the most important aspect of any video game because at the end of the day, it's a game. In my opinion, Fire Emblem takes everything that has worked in previous Fire Emblem games and improved it for this entry. The weapons triangle is back, the world map is back, seamless transitions that we saw from battle map to individual battles in Three Houses is back. And this has really helped elevate this game to be a top tier Fire Emblem game. New abilities are also in this entry, such as the guard action, where you has this ability to push the friendly target away, then they take the hit. It's a really cool mechanic. This helps add another level of strategy to this JRPG for the player to consider when deciding what to unite to employ and how and use them effectively. This is the true celebration of the game and helps take it to another level. But Fire Emblem Engage also celebrates what's gotten it to this point. Fire Emblem Engage has one additional gameplay mechanic that I want to mention that ties into the most crucial point as to why this game will be considered to be one of the best Fire Emblem games of all time. And that's nostalgia. Nostalgia is hot right now in almost every industry, and video games are no exception, and Fire Emblem Engage celebrates most of the past mainline games with the addition of the game mechanics known as the Fire Emblem Rings. The Emblem Rings is a special item where the wearer can call back and interact with past heroes of Legend of the Fire Emblem universe. Think of characters like Marth, Sigrid, Cecilia, are some of the examples that I've encountered thus far. And this gameplay mechanic provides enough nostalgia for fans to feel connected and remember their times playing the older games, and allows for new fans of the series who may have hopped in when Fire Emblem Three Houses was released to learn more about the history of the series, because as of right now, it is extremely difficult to play these games outside of Japan. This was such a great idea, and for me, it allowed me to learn more about these characters and really helped me engage. See what I did there? Help me engage with the characters in this game. Now, again, this is my overall first impressions of the game. Within the first 5 hours of playing it, honestly, this may change as I progress in the game. So stay tuned for future videos of me giving my overall thoughts on Fire Emblem Engage. Let me know if you have any questions. I would also love to hear your thoughts on the game thus far in the comments below. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time right here on HarpersTTV. Bye.